Hi Saggies, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Sagittarius Tarot and another timeless reading. I have lit up even more the space here for you because we definitely need more light. Let us tap into the energy. So I am seeing some sort of like deep desire to explore that is born, deep down in the adventurous core of Sagittarius. But whenever you are watching this reading, there is this even deeper sense, like stronger than ever, more fueled than ever. You want to explore. And so this could be created from a sense of feeling stagnant or feeling like a little bit purposeless temporarily, or whenever you do get acquainted with your previous goal and something becomes either too familiar or you feel that it's no longer, like, it's not leading you anywhere, and all of that creates this restlessness with your energy, and that strong desire to explore just is amplified. And because of that, it's like the universe is trying to like push you to embrace change, but at the same time it wants you to maintain a certain sense of stability. So this feels more like an evolved change. This feels like not throwing in the towel, or having a midlife crisis, or just doing things without, just on a whim and upending all your life, or running away, or throwing away everything and starting over. No, this does seem to be like, as much that as maybe you might be inclined to do all the previous scenarios that I told you to do, that I mentioned, but life's sort of creating this set of circumstances where it's, from one side, it's pushing you to embrace change, and at the same time, there is these set of circumstances that are making sure you sort of maintain a sense of stability. So, and maybe also that's what frustrates you, although you should be grateful about it, because somehow you feel like, the puppet of life, and as if the puppeteer is, up there and tugging all these strings of yours, the strings of sense of stability, where you feel you have these responsibilities, or you gotta stay grounded, or you gotta take care of that and all of that. And from another end, it's pushing that string of change and embracing change, and all while it's infusing you with that strong desire to explore. And Sagittarius do not like to be controlled, even when the master controller is the universe itself. And so, yeah, there's that. And I don't know why, but I have a hunch that maybe this has something to do with your creative energy, whether this is claiming back a sort of creative energy, or awakening one that's been long dormant, or feeling like that you have like infinite creative potential, but that the circumstances, or as if life, or as if your choices are not allowing you to express them, in all their glory. And yeah. Okay. Now, there is that sense of, yeah, I think No, I think that's it. I think exactly as I painted it. All right, now let's move to the part of the reading where we talk about the oracle energy of the day or of this reading per se. And so the oracle energy here is Our Lady of Sacred Union. Okay, and gonna put it here. I think, yeah. So, Our Lady of Sacred Union. This talks about you trying to find a way to be the healer and the vulnerable one at the same time, right? That vulnerable one needs healing too, despite all your strength. I am going to include this affirmation in the community post if you want to check it out. I am trying to find a way to be the healer and the vulnerable one who needs healing too, despite all my strength. And so this card talks about this division within you, and hence the need for a sacred union. You feel like pulled apart, pushed apart in two directions. And yeah, maybe these two directions do belong to the stability, chasing stability or chasing change. And I think what this is telling you, as much as it feels counterintuitive, embracing change might feel like you're letting go of a sense of stability, but it is that change that will bring your way a sense of stability. And that is the union, that is the sacred union of embracing both of these energies and achieving love. It is not as easy as I'm making it sound. Hence why we are feeling torn apart on the inside. You know, there's a lot of, like, your inside vessel needs a lot of love. It needs a lot of love. And look at the heart emanating, and it has these two rings representing the union of these two sides of you, logic and intuition, stability and change, two halves of the heart, two hands, and from them flow all these beautiful emotions and all these roses. Yeah, it's a very, very beautiful message, but it has a little bit of sad undertones, right? Because feeling torn apart on the inside is never pleasant. And so if you feel me, I feel you. You know what I'm saying? And like, yeah. Let us see how we will achieve this sacred union. Please, please show us. But before we do that, we will look at the quote of the day that says, For where was my body prior to birth? And whither will it go when I have departed? It is a quote from Philo of Alexandria. And again, there is this duality, this pulling apart energy of where was my body before I was birthed, and where will it go when I will ascend or depart from this world. And so there is, with this quote of the day, there is also this notion and question of union and departure, union and detachment, attachment, separation, union, you know, like all of these questions. Whew, this is sounding and looking like it's going to be a very deep reading. And I'm already feeling a little bit like deep, a little bit heavy. The energy is like really just... Right, let's see your tarot card. No, sorry, excuse me, your message of the day. And you have the Hermit. Yeah, it's all connecting, it's all making sense. The Hermit. With the Hermit card, you can look at the wand, the golden wand, and that indicates that, you know, you still have your power, you still have your energy about you, but you're just operating in the dark. And there is this quest, this internal quest, in order to be able to find answers, right? And you will, whenever the star here will light up, and you will find and tap into these answers. And I'm thinking like this teal blue, pale teal blue will become signal blue, like completely whenever, you know, you find clarity. It will be electrified. And then you'll be able to manifest, since blue is the manifestation color. And so with this Hermit card, which is first of all number 9, and so this talks about spirituality, metaphysical, life purpose, the afterlife meaning, longing to unite with the otherworldly, questioning oneself, philosophical notions, existential questions, all of that. And this card is asking you to take a break from your everyday life in order to draw your attention inward and find the answers you seek deep within your soul. And I wish nothing else for our Saggies but to do that. Now, let us look at the tarot card of the day. It is from the Deviant Moon Tarot. That was the Rider-Waite Tarot. Ray of Sunshine. That was the 5 of Pentacles in reversed. And this talks about coins after lack. So probably a new employment will help you either see the light, or it will help you, you know, along your way. Like it'll be a positive development in your during your quest. Because when it is reversed, it literally indicates coming out of a period of lack. Our old job is no longer enough for us to pay the bills. Maybe we have lost a part of our job, or clients, or accounts, or whatever that is, and so we were no longer able to sustain. Yeah. Maybe you lost your job completely. I don't know. You know, maybe your role was made redundant. But this is like good news, because, you know, new employment right here. You are coming out of that energy. And so that's very good news. Whew. Let's see. With the Wildwood Tarot, let us see what to expect. I'm gonna see here. All right. Yeah. Let us see what to expect with the Wildwood Tarot. What is the energy that Sagittarius should be expecting. It is the Eight of Bows in reverse. Hearth fire. And so, in this card, there is the sense of community and camaraderie and maybe an initiation as well. But it is in reverse. And yeah, let me just check this deck. I just want to make sure regarding the elements, because this is a relevantly new deck. I don't know if we used it once or not really. So in this deck, I think the stones would be the pentacles, and the bows would be the wands, like I suspected. And so, yeah, Hearthfire in reverse. So what to expect? I'm sorry to tell you, but there's a slow energy here, and you can already tell by my energy. Because when this is upright, it's a fiery energy. Things are happening fast. You are initiated into your purpose, your tribe, your job, anything, right? Let's say if this is a job. And so here with this in reverse, I'm feeling like things are taking their time. Things are slow. There may be some delays. There also be maybe some upsetting news regarding that, because usually when it's not reverse, it's great news, it's things happening fast. And so, yeah, there is a dimming of that fire. And, you know, maybe this is meant to be, right? Now, let us see what is the unexpected energy that go along with this, with the good tarot. What a meditative reading. You have the Five of Air, sorry, or the Five of Swords in reverse. And so usually, like specifically in this deck, when it is not reversed, it is showing that, you know, someone is being very intricate in the way they move, and they seem to be, you know, flying above everything else. And so there's a sense of good win, but it's a tricky balance, right, of thoughts to achieve that. And so with the Five of Air in reverse, this is talking the unexpected energy. Yeah, I think you're gonna, your mind is gonna play tricks on you. That's the download I'm getting with this. You know, some ideas are going to fall flat. Some ideas are going to mislead you. I hate to be the bearer of not so happy news, but yeah. And I also see you like taking a misstep. This doesn't mean you're gonna fall, and this doesn't mean it's not major, but it's gonna feel like a misstep or something. Just like how you're walking down the sidewalk and you almost trip. That sort of feeling. And it's gonna take you by surprise. Like when you're walking and you don't notice that your leg hit something in the ground, and then you almost stumble over, and then you feel like you're gonna, fall down. And at the last second, you sort of stand up before you hit the ground, something like that. And so it's very jarring. It's very, it happens all of a sudden. It's unexpected. And that's sort of like what I see here going on inside your mind. You're gonna have a shock, right? A mental shock. Yeah. I don't know if this could be positive. We're gonna have to see at the end of the reading, because also this could also sway from the other side, meaning one of these ideas that you thought will never fly, right? All of a sudden, you know, let's say you have 5 ideas, right? And out of these 5 ideas, you have like priority in terms of like, oh, I'm putting all my efforts and my time and my energy into this idea number one. I think this is it. This is what's going to, take me towards my purpose. This is what's going to get me where I want to get. And then you have priorities like 4 is a little bit less. 3, I'm not sure about it, but I'm still entertaining that thought. 2, whatever. 1 is like, no, I don't think this will ever happen. Something like that. And so that one of them, the one, right? The least, the idea that's the least like favored by you, or that you never thought it holds any potential. Maybe that's the unexpected, dead bird almost, that's all of a sudden it's gonna fly. And so you're gonna look like, oh, like, this is the least, the one egg that I gave the least energy to. How come it was the one that will salvage me? Something like that, along those lines. And you see between the expected and the unexpected, there is a very difference when it comes to the elements. Like this is literally like fire, 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 and this is like air. And I think between the expected and the unexpected, you need air, right, to light up the flames of the fire. But at the same time, what I feel is that they're both in reverse. And the way I'm reading this is, I think this whole lack of air, so maybe you're feeling down, maybe you're overthinking, maybe you're overwhelmed, maybe you're anxious or whatever, that sort of like tamed your flames. And so they're almost, down to the coal, flames not up. And so your fire is very, very much tamed. Let us look at the theme of the day to be able to read this a little bit better. Let's see, with the daily guidance tarot here. Release and surrender. We shower you with blessings of our radiant love. Open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped within your hands. Open your hands, arms, and heart to our love and assistance. Yeah, there is a major need for release and surrender, and you can tell, but because energy here is very heavy. I think you gotta trust that the Lord up there knows better. Even if you think sometimes it's punishing you, it's not. Or maybe it is, I don't know. Maybe you've been naughty. But yeah, whatever it is, it's for your higher good. And so there is a need for you to release and surrender, because anyhow, you remember when we were talking about not feeling in control and being puppeteered by the universe and all of that? I think you gotta release, first of all, you gotta release of that, not vendetta against the universe, but release that sort of angst or, blaming game that you're playing with the universe, because of you not feeling control. And I think the only reason why it's pushing you to all this is for you to release that, right? At that feeling attached to this, and surrender to the fact that it knows better, and that sacred union that I was telling you about in the beginning is how the universe will let you see, the solution. It will offer you a set of circumstances and news and events and all of that, and ideas and fire and energy leading to that sacred union that will be able to fuse stability and change at the same time, and allow you to explore with your creativity and get back in touch with that fire of yours and feel like a winner, and have a renewed sense of self with this new employment opportunity here. But you could have never predicted this. You could have never seen this. Right now, you're not feeling this, and you're not feeling like super joyful, which is weird, right? And because usually, like whenever we do hear new employment, let's say on the horizon or whatever, like we're all working, we're happy, we're all about it. I don't know why this feels a little bit like heavy. So it's either like you're not seeing this, you didn't receive this, or maybe you received it and you're feeling meh or blah about it, or maybe it's huge, but you're just not in the zone, and so you're really undervaluing this, although you should be really happy about it. So I think the answer to all of this is like literally you have to release and surrender. Don't worry, the universe is showering you with blessings of radiant love. Open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped within your hands. So these challenges this is talking about your baggages, your old beliefs and your old experiences. Whatever your past is, it does not dictate the future. The fact that you met asshole number 1, jerk number 2, motherfucker number 3, moron number 4, whatever it is, whether this is in business, whether this is in romantic life, whether this is strangers, family, friends, etc. Doesn't matter. Doesn't mean the other people you're going to meet are going to fit that description. If dream number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, till 100 fell flat, doesn't mean dream number 101 will not become a reality. If job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 were shitty or did not pay well, or whatever, this does not mean that the upcoming new employment is going to fit in that description. All you need to do is release all that baggage that you've held on tightly because of your fears and conditioning, and open your hands like that, right? Arms and heart to the love and assistance of the universe, and it will show you how much this new employment is amazing. But this is only the start. Then it will give you clarity, and then it will unite your insides, because literally your inner self feels split in two. It's like all of a sudden you're becoming a Gemini on the inside, and you don't like it. And so don't worry about that. The sacred union is coming to, unite you again, where you will feel whole and complete. Now let us see because we talked about the universe, and now we're going to talk about you. What is your, input in all of this? What can you do from your end? We're going to use the deviant moon to look at what you should be doing. It is the 9 of Cups in reverse. And in this card, right, the 9 of Cups usually talks about wish fulfillment. And in this card, it is illustrated thanks to, like someone's rubbing the Aladdin lamp. And you see, the Aladdin genie here. And it's asking, you have 9 wishes, tell me what your 9 wishes. And they have the third eye, that means they're all knowing, all seeing. And the fact that this is, wish granted, all you need to do is ask for your wish. The fact that this came in reverse in your what to do position is telling you, my dear Saggies, you need to stop wishing on a star. This is not a time to daydream. This is not a time to fantasize, to idealize, to dream of idyllic places and idealistic situations. This is a time to get real. And this is also a time not to get greedy. Because the Nine of Cups as well, not only is wish fulfillment, it illustrates a little bit like sometimes greed, or there was a word like describing when we eat too much, gluttony or something, I think. So it's always like, because a lot of something good can be bad, right? Just like food is good, but if you overeat, at some point it's gonna F you up. If working out is good, but you overdo it, you're gonna tear a muscle or whatever. Whatever thing is good, you need to do it in moderation, right? Not in excess. And the Nine of Cups talks about, gluttony, greed, excess in fulfilling wishes. And this is also what the story of Aladdin, whenever he rubs the lamp with the genie coming up, and there's like, in the original story, there are 3 wishes. And so he asked him to ask them like wisely. And so he starts to learn that, every time he wishes something, like there's a lesson about, greed right there, because all you need is 1 wish and you don't need to use all 3. And if you use them like, not in a good way, then it's gonna come back and bite you in the ass, something like that. So when it is in reverse, this is also talking about non-greed when it comes also to your emotions, because this is the emotional realm. So what that means is that maybe this new employment is very, very good. That offer is very good, but maybe you don't feel, you're judging it to be like not so good just because you have your eyes set here. You need to like take down these expectations and treat it at face value. In itself, it's an amazing opportunity. It's gonna do wonders for you, and you don't know how that will evolve. You don't know what's the purpose of this as well, because maybe the purpose isn't the money. Maybe because of this new employment, you're gonna meet someone that you're gonna end up in a relationship with, or you're gonna meet someone that will open another door for you. Maybe this is a stepping stone into another career. Maybe you're gonna meet a mentor. Maybe you're gonna learn a skill that's essential. Even you might even get fired afterwards and use that skill elsewhere. So you see, there are like layers to this. And when you're sitting there judging things because they didn't match your vision boards or your numbers or your expectation that you have set up so high, that's when they appear small, because you're looking at them from a greedy lens. So what you should be doing is, hold on to that 1 wish that the universe is going to give you, that 1 clarity idea, that 1 unity, and say thank you and be grateful and move on from there, right? And if you're not there emotionally feeling all that, like train yourself, right, to get there. Because if you receive this idea of clarity or this new employment or this unity, and you're standing there like on the inside going like, oh, is this what you gave me, universe? Like, after all this waiting, this is what I'm getting? Like, the hell, right? If you approach this with that attitude, it's either going to suck up your joy, and so you won't enjoy it. It's gonna maybe suck up your gratitude. That means you're gonna lose it. Suck up your motivation. So that means you're not gonna pursue it with passion. All of that. So I hope that was clear for you. Now let us look using the Rider-Waite Tarot of what not to do when you get all this unexpected news. Also, because this card falls under the 8 of Bows, which is Hearthfire, and that was talking about, delays and slowing time of initiation and all that. And so there is a slowing down of wish fulfillment as well. And so this is asking you to, don't rush the process. This is another way of looking at greed. Like, don't rush the process. Don't think you own time. Don't think you own these people. Things have got to take their course. And both cards are reversed, so maybe you won't see it. But you are definitely moving a little bit. It's slow, but you're moving up. It's from an 8 to a 9, right? From an 8 to a 9. You get the 3 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, that's a very interesting message. And this is what you shouldn't be doing. And so this is usually talking about healing from an old something, an old hurt, an old trauma, an old, wound. And with the, we had here these ideas that I told you they might fall flat. We had here this misstep mentally that you might experience that will also shock you or jar you. Both of these cards belong to the same suit because air is the swords or the mind. And five and 3 is an 8. And 8 is the number of transformation, and that's 8 as well. This is an 8 as well. 8 and 9 is 17. 7 plus 1 equals 8. So that's an 8. That's an 8. That's an 8. 8, 8, 8. Yeah. This is a repetition of the 5 because it's 9 and 5. That's 14. 4 plus 1 equals 5. 5 and 5 equals 10. 1. And so there is a transformation here happening unexpectedly, right? It involves that idea that you never gave it enough attention, but it holds the most promise, is that idea that you thought it's going to lead you somewhere, but it fell flat and it sort of, rocked you. And what I see you doing here, I think though, I feel like the cards are asking you to delay a little bit the healing of an old wound. In what sense? You know how sometimes these feelings or ideas that we have, sometimes they can drive us and motivate us. Like, let's say if you have anger, it can motivate you to create and channel it into creating amazing things. We were talking about creativity in the beginning of the reading. And so maybe some of these feelings, you need to just use them a little bit more and channel them further into, helping you birth that idea before you decide to heal from them. This could be a message. Also with this is also like one of the few, air cards that involve the heart or the emotions. And so this is talking about all these swords. So it's hurtful words, hurtful ideas, hurtful memories, whatever, that create this wound in the heart. And so I think what you shouldn't be doing here too is to mix up, this is what I'm getting, like what you shouldn't be doing here is to mix up your ideas or your mind and your heart. I think it would be wise if you don't associate feelings with this. That's what it's telling you, right? This is a good download because, whenever we don't succeed at something, whenever an idea falls flat, whenever something disappoints us, it usually, like, the reason why we can't get over it is when we associate feelings with it. And so then we allow these ideas to pierce our heart. And then it's sort of like, it hurts at the beginning. Once it stops bleeding, it sort of forms a trauma or a baggage that we hold with us all our life until we decide to remove these swords and heal from it. And removing the swords is gonna create some tension. So it's gonna also, like, whenever you do heal, that's why it hurts. That's like a side note, by the way. I'm sorry, like, if I'm talking very like metaphysical or something, but yeah, for me it feels like what this is saying is that whenever an idea falls flat, whenever you do a misstep, whenever you accidentally trip, whenever your expectations are not met, or whenever you're disappointed from yourself, or even whenever one of your ideas, that you didn't give enough energy, like, gets a bit traction, you shouldn't be feeling also regret towards it, and all of these things. And so what this is saying is that whenever that happens, try to detach, try to stay in the realm of the mind, try to rationalize, to compartmentalize, to pragmatize, and by saying, listen, this happened, it is what it is, right? It is very crucial that you wouldn't attach an emotion to this from now, so you wouldn't carry it with you for later on. Just let it glide over you. What this is also talking about is, yeah, this is not the time, because here there's a conflicted message. Sometimes this is talking about moving on. This is talking about healing. And so I think it's going to be a very unexpected dance of between healing, letting go, moving on, not moving on, channeling negative emotions into something productive, not attaching emotions to mental mishaps. Yeah, but I'm sure at the end you will be able to, find a resolution or find a compromise when it comes to all that. But just hold on a little bit before, just live all the process. That's what I wanted to say, right? Live all the process before you go in any further. Now, let us see what is the thing that will make you happy. What is the thing that will make you happy? So let's see. This reading is like, it's niche. It's very niche. Finances and career in reverse. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And, the fact that they use the word issues tells me that when it's upright, it means that it creates discord or something. And so the fact that it is in reverse, this is saying to me that first and foremost, I think what really will make you very happy is if you can separate your love life from your finances and career. And so what this is telling me is that this is reminiscing to me as if it's a separation from the 8th house. So if you are dependent on someone, if someone is providing for you, if you are supported by someone, Maybe it might have created an imbalance in the power dynamics. Maybe it has made you feel a certain way. Maybe it created certain energies around you and the other person, or around you and life. Whatever that is, this is like, for me, feeling like this is a plight towards achieving financial independence completely and out of anything, in order for you to be able to have these two entities. And then it's up to you to decide when to involve money in every single one of them, right? Like when to give out money to family, when not to, when to give out money to the partner, when not to, how much to spend on yourself, how much to spend on your partner, how much to spend on your kids, how much to spend on your family, how much to spend on your job, how much to spend, all of that, all of these things. And because for me it feels like, and the fact that also this came under the release and surrender, is that there's nothing that's going to make you more happy than to not have your love life and finances so intertwined. I'm not saying like they won't be at any point, but maybe they reached a level where it's like a lot, and it's becoming, it's becoming something that you feel the need to release. And this is also talking about career. So maybe, I think, what also, maybe you have hit in your relationships, or in your partnerships, or whatever that is, maybe you have hit like, you're saturated, your tolerance, like you don't have any more tolerance, maybe because lately maybe all the topics, or all the experiences, or all the conversations, or all of the energy exchange between you and someone have been about career. And so this doesn't leave a room for fun, for enjoyment, for adventure. And so maybe you want to claim that Saggy energy. You already feel from the beginning of this reading that it felt like a little bit serious, right? It is more on the serious note. And so I'm already feeling very heavy, and I want to lighten up. Like, whew. All right. So with that, I'm going to end this reading. Thank you for watching till the end. Thank you for clicking the like button. It shows me that you appreciate my content. Thank you for sharing my video by clicking the share button. Thank you for leaving comments down below. It helps me connect with you. Thank you for everyone who already subscribed to this channel. Your support means the world to me. If you did not subscribe yet, please click the subscribe button. It's for free. Under the video, or in the end of this video, there is an icon of Sagittarius Tarot that will appear. This will help my work reach a wider audience. So, content, not work. Service. Because it is not monetized yet to call it work. But anyhow, so yeah, thank you for that. Stay blessed, aligned, and connected.